Hi, I'm Jesse.
Hi, I'm Hawa.
Together we are
Bonded for life.
Today's episode is all about his, hers, or our money.
Yes, people, we are talking about money today and how you manage it in your household. Do you guys have your money separately in different accounts with one joint account to pay the household expenses? Or do you merge all your money in one single account like we do?
Yes, we have one account so that we can understand what goes in and what comes out of our bank account to manage our finances, our bills, everything that we need to get accomplished in life. When Hawa and I first got together and we decided to become a serious couple, we shared everything right off the top. A 2018 studies show from Bank of America, they report 28% of millennials have their own separate accounts.
And 20% of them don't even know what their partners are making. You know, that's kind of weird to me, actually.
That's weird to me as well.
Well, opposed to their counterparts, Generation X, 13% of them have separate accounts and 11% of baby boomers have separate accounts. So millennials seem to feel like their money is their money and they don't need to merge it together. Now, you guys, we're not saying that you have to do what we're telling you to do, and if you merge your money together, it may be the best thing. It is the best thing for us. But if you have separate accounts and it's working just fine, then do it. But MFIS.org made a study with 1,000 couples, and with their study, it shows that if you have a merged account, you are happier and you are less likely to get divorced.
Like us.
How do you feel about that though, babe? How do you feel about separate accounts?
I don't like it. Flat out, I just don't like it. I feel like you guys are missing out on team building. When you're in a relationship, moreover, when you're in a marriage, you're supposed to share everything. I would feel handicapped if Hawa didn't keep me in the loop as to what was going on with her finances. Everybody should know about each other's debts coming into a relationship. You should know individually how much you guys make so you can deal with the bills accordingly. If I made more money than Hawa, I would expect that I would pay more of the bills and take care of more of the household items.
But because we have it together, it doesn't matter who makes more or who makes less, because your money is together in one account. So when you look at it, you're not saying, well, this is his money and this is her money or this is their money. You're saying this is our money and we are going to handle everything as one unit, as I feel like it should always be. If you are united in marriage, you know, with a paperwork, I mean, why can't your money be merged together?
With the paperwork. And you guys, what the hell are you hiding? What are you individuals hiding and what are you millennials hiding by saying that my money is my money, I'm gonna have this separate account? Are you doing something that you have no business doing by keeping your own money? Are you gambling your money away? Do you have some money overseas in a foreign account to account for the what if factor if you guys break up or something?
You know what, babe? I think that we've been raised to talk about everything but money and religion and politics. You know, they say talk about everything, but don't talk about money and don't talk about politics. And then when we talk to our friends, we don't really ask them like, well, how much money do you make? You know what I mean? So we bring that into the relationship as well. For 20% of millennials not knowing what their partners are making, that's kind of like saying if you talk about money, it's kind of impolite. But money is important, especially when you're married.
If you don't know what your spouse or your significant partner is making or bringing into the household, how can you take care of everything you need to take care of?
And I also feel if you have separate accounts, then your one foot is out the door. You always feel like, well, at least I got my money. If hell breaks loose and things hit the fan, I can just walk out. But when you have that money together, it's like having a baby together. You know, when you have an account, you can't get away from that. You can't walk out of there. You have to do so many steps into breaking things apart that it makes you guys work things out, especially if whatever you got to work out is not that serious, like domestic abuse.
I feel like you're 100% spot on. You're not fully committed if you have these separate accounts going on elsewhere. Again, I like to harken back to you being a team, a united front, so to speak. That's what it's all about. Collectively, you guys should know what's going on. And you should have these discussions. And you should be forthcoming with your debts and your finances so you can be on the same page. If you pass away, a shared account will allow you to have access to the monies right away without having to go to a court or something of that nature in order to obtain the money.
Right. And also it opens up the communication part. If somebody's spending a lot of money and somebody's a saver, and if you guys have a joint account, yes, at first it's going to be a battle and it's going to be frustrating, but you guys will communicate more. It's a great way to bond, to become one team, to speak the language of money together because you have all your money in one basket.
You cannot build in your relationship if one person is in the dark. We were able to buy a house, finance a house by being on the same page, knowing exactly what was coming in and what was going out expense-wise. So we were able to save and collectively make it happen.
We're not saying that you can't save with separate accounts, but it just makes it easier and more transparent, like Jesse was saying, when all your money is in the forefront and you all know what's going on with the money and how much is going out and how much is coming in. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just honesty. You know, when you're honest and transparent about your money, then you can be honest and transparent about everything else with your relationship, because money is very important. A lot of people get divorced in this country due to finances.
Arguing over money, arguing over the fact of not knowing what's going on with the money, being kept in the dark, or you guys just struggling as a whole. Money is a major issue, and it could be a bad thing or it could be a positive in your relationship. If you guys are communicating, then it could be a wonderful thing. You guys can get out of a hole, or you can stay stuck in a rut. When we talk about trust, in the beginning of your relationship, you guys should be talking about finances. You can't be equal, you can't be on the same page if somebody else is doing something with their own money. It is not about my, once you get into your relationship. It's about we, it's about us, it's about your united front. That's what a relationship is all about.
And speaking of communication, you know, when you have a sense of unity and you have all the money in together, sharing everything, even a bank account, is an essential to being closer to each other and telling the world and telling yourselves that this is serious. This is a serious merge that we are doing with our lives. It's not a game.
That's right. So the bottom line is commingle your monies, people. It's good for your relationship. It's good for your finances as a whole.
And if you feel like you're losing your sense of independence because you're merging your money together, I mean, you've already lost your sense of independence, honestly, because you guys are one now. But you can still have your independence. You just gotta communicate.
That's right, people. If I want money to do something else with on the side, I would communicate that with Howard. If I'm accustomed to getting a cheap haircut from Supercuts for $5 to look as nice as I look, I'm gonna say, Howard, I need my $5, my independence, so I can buy my Supercuts haircut.
There is nothing wrong with Supercuts. I go there all the time when I was in college. That was my spot.
Black people
Shout
don't
out
go
to
to Supercuts.
I did. It was cheap. With all that said,
bottom line, communicate. Talk about your finances, air everything out, get on the same page so that you can achieve all the goals. And remember, it is not only a marriage, it's a business venture.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Your debt is my debt. Whatever you have to empower our relationship money-wise to bring us up is important.
Yeah.
And we should communicate and we should be on the same page about that.
That's true. We can build wealth together.
That's right.
You know, not just one, but two people together as a team builds wealth faster.
Or you can build debt if you're keeping everything in the dark and everybody's just spending money frivolously.
Right, that's true. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. This is only for your entertainment purposes. We are not financial experts.
We're not financial advisors.
But we really do enjoy you being here. And if you enjoyed this show, please comment down below and like.
And subscribe.
Love each other, love yourselves.
Respect one another.
Stay bonded.
Once again, I'm Jesse.
I'm Hawa.
Together we are
Bonded for life.
Over and Out, people.